Week 4. This week we'll take you to Hugoton for cross country, then head up to Russell for golf. And volleyball action will make a stop in Liberal, along with Scotch City for tennis. These are only a few of our stops this week, and it is all coming up on tonight's Scoreboard Show.
Presentation of Scoreboard Show. Smoky Hills Public Television is brought to you in part by an underwriting grant from
Rural Telephone and Nextech, providing the region with telephone, internet, cable television, and wireless phone solutions. Rural Telephone and Nextech proudly support public broadcasting and all ventures dedicated to improving Kansas communities.
Dove Chevrolet Buick Cadillac, providing sales, service, and genuine GM parts to the Golden Belt since 1957. Located at 4217 West 10th, right next to Brahms in Great Bend. Come see us.
Welcome to the Scoreboard Show. I'm your host, Troy Waymaster. I ran through a few of the locations that we're at, but that is not even a dent into where we have been this week. However, before we get to all those highlights, let us take a look at some of the scores from tonight's football action. As always, we'll have another look at the scores from tonight's football games later on in the show. You can also go online to scoreboardshow.tv to take a look at the scores, video, KCAC games of the week, and Big 12 football clips. Now let's get to the highlights from this past week, starting with cross country. Fort Winds Golf Course in Hugoton was the site for the annual Hugoton High School Cross Country Invitational last Saturday. Schools from Kansas, Oklahoma, and Texas participated with 7th and 8th grade junior varsity and varsity runners. Girls varsity medalists included Haley Floyd of Stanton County taking 4th, Jenna Black took 3rd. Stratford, Texas runner Samantha Gonzalez took home 1st place with a time of 15:53. Now for the boys varsity. Hugoton runners led the pack of 78 runners on their home course and finally separated by the end of the race with Patrick Weaver taking 1st with a time of 16:49. Teammate Jacob Martin was 11 seconds behind, taking 2nd. 3rd place was Israel Barco of Elkhart at 17:10. Southwestern Heights runner Peter Webby was 4th. Raul Pantojo of Stanton County took 5th. Scott Community's Joey Meyer was 6th. The Huguenon team had runners Chase Hiddle, Isaac Castro, and Luis Castro finishing in 8th, 9th, and 10th, respectively. Top teams were the host Hugoton, taking first with 21 points. Stanton County was second, Scott Community third, followed by Holcomb and Lakin. Yesterday was a nice temperate day in Hill City, perfect for cross country. The Ringnecks hosted their annual meet with over 20 schools participating. We take a look at the boys varsity race, and coming in first place, it was Dre Carson from the highly ranked Ness City team. Second in was Julian Wohler of Victoria, followed by another Ness City runner, Wyatt Beckman. Fourth place went to Brewster runner, Ben Baird. Then fifth and sixth places was won by Colby, as Alec Onstead crossed the finish line, followed by his teammate, John Faber. Then it was Victoria's Isaac Dreiling coming in at 7th. He was followed by Reed Stevens of Stockton for 8th. Then rounding out our list, it was Dallas Winter of Ness City in 9th. In the girls' race, it was Jessie Rubottom of Ness City taking 3rd, Andrea Brown of Colby in 2nd, but crossing the line before either of them, it was Taylor Tustin of Wheeland Grinnell. Last Saturday, the Scoreboard show traveled to Liberal for the Liberal Volleyball Tournament. 3 pools of teams started the day, and then the top 4 advanced to the semifinals. First, we catch up with Liberal taking on the Golden Buffaloes of Wichita Southeast. After a close start, Liberal pulls out ahead, but Southeast comes back to tie up the score. Liberal gets the lead back and goes on to get the win, 25-20, to win the first set. The second set was dominated by the Lady Redskins, who jumped out with a 7-0 run. They advanced with a 25-12 victory. Next door on the other court, we see the Scott Community Lady Beavers taking on the Lady Wildcats of Elkhart. Scott Community maintains the lead throughout and gets the win 25-18 and 25-16. We now go on to the smaller gym and see the Southwestern Heights Lady Mustangs taking on the Hugoton Lady Eagles. The Lady Eagles dominated the match and won 25-18 and 25-14. The Lady Red Demons of Dodge City start out evenly matched with Wichita Southeast in their match, with the score tied up at 16 points. Dodge City pulls ahead to win, 25-17. In the second set, the Red Demons kept the Golden Buffaloes from getting too close and go on to another win, 25-19. That brings us to the final 4 teams, which were Liberal versus Ulysses and Dodge City taking on Colby. The Lady Eagles jump out to a 5-1 lead before timeout is called. The score climbs to 10-1 before the Red Demons finally score another point. Dodge City gets the score a little closer, but it's not enough as the Lady Eagles move on to the championship match with a 25-19 and 25-20 victory. At the same time, it is the other semifinal match between Ulysses and Liberal. The first set is close, going back and forth, but the Lady Redskins get the momentum and the win 25-20. And the second set is even closer, with Liberal finally pulling ahead with a 27-25 match win. Liberal goes on to win the championship of their own tournament with a match win over Colby. The third place match took 3 sets for Ulysses to win over Dodge City. Volleyball action continues on the Scoreboard show with the Russell Round Robin. The Larned Lady Indians beat host school Russell 25-14 and 25-20. Central Plains beat Larned in 3 games, the last being a very close 4-point affair. They went on to beat Lincoln 25-22 and 25-12. Lincoln got their moment though as they beat Russell and later on Larned. But it was Poisoning who steamrolled the competition, beating every other school in attendance. Minneapolis was a close second, losing only to the Lady Cardinals. Windy conditions were the norm for the annual Scott City Tennis Tournament, and Monday was no exception. Cooler temperatures were also present as the host Lady Beavers welcomed area teams. Each team played 5 rounds of singles and doubles to determine the overall winner. In number 1 singles action, Liberal goes undefeated on the day to take first place over Greeley County, and Scott Community finished in 3rd. In number 1 doubles, Greeley County won all of their matches to take first over Colby. Liberal took 3rd. Colby took first place honors in number 2 singles and doubles. Overall team totals had Colby scoring 44 points, which brought home the championship. Greeley County was 2nd, Liberal took 3rd, Scott Community in 4th, followed by Ulysses and Garden City. In golf action for the last few weeks, we've been bringing you 18-hole tournaments. This week, we head out to a 9-hole tournament in Russell. As the wind played a factor, we took a look at the top 10 golfers from the meet. 9th and 10th places came in with a 53. 10th place, it was Jordan Nittick of Goodland, and 9th place was Mackenzie Galliard of Larned. In 8th place, we saw Bennington's Marissa Scheel come in with a 52. 6th and 7th places were held by Hoyland golfers, both coming in with a 50 on the day. 7th place, it was Jordan Greer, with 6th place going to Ashton Nicholson. 5th place went to Megan Sarita of Goodland with a 49. Her teammate, Courtney Cowan, came in with a 48 for 4th place. Also with a 48 on the day, it was Russell's Alex Potachik taking 3rd. 2nd place went to Logan Perryman of Goodland with a 46. Taking 1st, it was host team Russell's Megan Boxberger shooting a 44 on the day, only 7 strokes over par. In team action, it was Bennington in 3rd with a 221, Russell in 2nd with a 210, and Goodland taking 1st with a 196. The Thomas More Prep Marion Monarchs hosted the Redskins from Liberal for a soccer match on Tuesday, played at the Bickel-Schmidt Sports Complex. With just over 4 minutes into the first period, TMP gets on the scoreboard first. Rodney Dues follows up his own shot after a deflection and finds the net for a 1-0 lead. The Redskins come back with this shot by Samuel Cruz that gets past the Monarch goalkeeper Colin Lawson to even up the score. TMP takes a free kick from the sideline and is nearly knocked into the goal by a diving headshot. The TMP goalie gets out of position to stop a shot, but the deflection is put into the goal by Liberal Samuel Cruz for his 2nd score on the day. TMP's Carlos Duenas takes a shot at the goal, but it is stopped by the Redskin goalie Jose Alonso. With only 37 seconds left in the first period, Liberal's Pedro Lara gets on the scoreboard again after the initial stop by TMP. Halftime score, Liberal 3, TMP is 1. With just under 25 minutes left in the second period, Liberal Samuel Cruz gets the hat trick from this assist by Marcos Camacho. The score changes to 5-1 when the Redskins find the back of the net again by, that's right, Samuel Cruz. Finally, with just over 13 minutes left, TMP gets on the scoreboard again with this header by Tyler Rushoff. The Redskins put in 2 more scores before time runs out. Final score, Liberal 7, TMP 2. On Thursday, in a WAC conference matchup, it was Dodge City Red Demons traveling to Great Bend to take on the Panthers. Early on in the contest, Michael Pareto takes it in and gives it a kick. It is too high. Then Great Bend off a corner kick. Jose Miades takes the shot. It is saved by Dodge City goalie Junior Soto. It would remain 0-0 at the half, but early in the second half, Dodge's Mario Lopez takes the shot only to be saved by the Panthers. Great Bend would try their own hand as Mario Espino gets the shot off and it goes in. Great Bend gets on the board with 31:25 to play in the game. Great Bend would then try to capitalize off a free kick. Alex Urias gets the kickoff, tipped, but it goes in, and now the Panthers are up 2-0 with 29 minutes to play. Dodge City works it downfield, passes it off, but Great Bend's goalie is there to stop them in their tracks. Dodge City would get on the board as the Red Demons send a soaring goal in, however would not be enough as Great Bend gets the win 2-1, placing them towards the top of the conference. Now that is only a tip of the iceberg as we have a lot of football action to bring you, and Casey will be right in after this short break. Don't go away.
Presentation of Scoreboard Show at Smoky Hills Public Television is brought to you in part by an underwriting grant from
Exhibit Customs does cars and trucks, wheels, tires, truck accessories, audio, video, subs and amps. It's not just the products they offer, it's the service behind the products. Get it tough, get it loud, get it mean, get it downright bad. Exhibit Customs, you're an individual, prove it.
Cardinal T-shirts, providing direct-to-garment printing with no design or setup fees. No minimums required. Also offering embroidery services for hats, shirts, and jackets. Cardinal T-shirts, located at 821 North Main Street, Hoisington, inside Cardinal Pharmacy.
Hello, Friday Night Football fans. We've got some great district highlights ahead of you tonight as a few of our teams celebrate homecoming. Many senior guys hoping to be crowned king and get a kiss from the queen, and of course a win. I'm Casey McAvoy, and we're coming back with Phillipsburg at Smith Center right after this.
Football action on Scoreboard Show is brought to you in part by Simpson Farm Enterprises of Ransom, Hayes, Great Bend, and Beloit. Your local spray coop and Apache dealer.
And Peyton Buckner, your homecoming king at Smith Center, the 3-0 Phillipsburg Panthers. Zach Lynn kicks it off. Hunter Kohler will receive. Takes it down the far sideline. And he's finally brought down right there after a good gain by Cody Molzon. Kohler on the carry, and this is the second play of the game. 30-yard run, touchdown Panthers. Kohler had 120 yards on the night in the dirt. Buckmaster with the keeper, and Seth Durr gets the tackle. 4th down. Up the middle go the Redmen. Kyler Atwood, touchdown. Phillipsburg goes option right, and it's a fumble recovered by Cody Molzon near the goal line, and Atwood gets plugged up on 4th and goal. Phillipsburg ball deep in their own territory, and Kohler will get 100 and a lot of those yards right here of those 120. Take it in a little more comfortable area in Smith Center country. Riley Juneman, and we got a Phillipsburg touchdown. 28-6, Phillipsburg takes this one. The Osborne Bulldogs 2-1 at home versus the Wakefield Bombers 1-2. Tyler Emerson and Colin Clark lead the way. In the friendly coin toss where we shake hands nicely and say politely, we are going to knock your helmets off. Short kick, and Brandon Taylor receives this punt, dodges tackles, takes it back up the middle, and it's a touchdown Bombers. Keenan Westerman at quarterback to Taylor, and he's in. Jake Tiernan to Maverick Rock. Maverick, I'm jealous of your first and last name. He slips through the D like he's Iceman, and the Bulldogs still have the love and feeling for a touchdown. Tiernan to pass. Kenton Oldblocker beats the coverage and has another Bulldog touchdown. Toss to Oldblocker, right side, and consider it converted. Wade Buck for the 1-2. Wheatland Grinnell Thunderhawks on the carry for a 29-yard touchdown. Tri-Plains Brewster, the Titans fumble. Shane Ryburn recovers. Austin Laga to Buck. And he's going down the left side. Randy Colling on the tackle, 1st and goal. Toss to Buck. Sticks his head down in traffic and gets the Thunderhawk touchdown. Make that an extra 2 points. Buck on the outside. Seth Smith is going back to pass, and it's tipped, but it's also caught by Nathan Jorgensen. Tucker Gillespie comes in for the stop. Connor Lewis, left side, keeps on a trucking. And Randy pulling on the tackle. What way should we go? Thunderhawk toss to Buck, keeps his feet inside after going outside and gets the score. Homecoming royalty at Paco, your queen, Haley Normandin, and king Seth Armbruster. Palco kicks off to the Western Plains Bobcats, and Sam Rivera on the return up the far sideline. And we're punting. Colt Newell takes the kick, brings it near side, and he's finally pushed out of bounds. And we're punting. Alex Benoit kicks to Rivera. Far side return, out at the 40. Eddie Beckett, back to pass. Casey Krause on the reception, tackled by a host of Roosters. Drake Wentz on the Bobcat carry, up the middle, and Seth Armbruster, your king, on the tackle to save the open field touchdown. Wentz finishes it off and gets the score. And Beckett converts for 2. Now we go Central Plains 1-2 at Victoria, also 1-2. Chris Wolf gets the carry, Sam Otley on the tackle. Bryce Steiner under center, gives to Colton Zink, gets stuffed by a parade of Knights. Steiner again, will go to Wolf, and no stopping this Oiler from striking it rich in the end zone. Otley at QB, he's going to pass, and plenty of time to find Noah Dreiling deep down the middle in triple coverage nonetheless. Your head coach for the Knights, Coach Doug Oberle. Deep toss, Brian Dome, and Colton Zink on the tackle. More like the spear. Fourth down. Otley to pass. And guess who's open again? Noah Dreiling, touchdown Knights. They take this one 40-22 over Central Plains. And TMP's homecoming night, they are 1-2 under first-year head coach John Montgomery, taking on the 2-1 Ellsworth Bobcats. Dakota Anderson at quarterback will keep it down the far sideline. First down and more. Shane Zimmerman on the tackle. Toss to McCall Trevino. Zimmerman with a hard stick to force a fumble, and Luke Brohl picks it up. Zimmerman running the Monarch offense, gives to Brohl. Stiff arm, and Ty Nicky on the tackle. Time to score TMP, and they call up Nick Schmidt, and he's in. Dakota to pass, and he'll pass on the pass and run instead. Good decision. Many yards, cuts it back to the far side. Ryan Mayorga finally gets him in the secondary. Dakota again on the carry. Gets the Bearcats to first and goal. Trevor O'Malley, the 213-pound running back, has no troubles finding the sweet spot. And to finish it off, your number 1 ranked 2A Lacrosse Leopards at 3-0 visit the Plainville Cardinals. Connor Collins on the kick return following blockers, and Ryan Hayes gets the tackle. Hadley Gillum running the Cards though. Pass to Dalton Warner. Kip Keeley knocks him down. Trevor Axelson gets a carry for a few. Taylor Yohe on the tackle. Axelson will only have east and west yards here as William Story closes the cover on this play. Jack Garcia running the Leopard O gives to Keeley, and the hard hitter can't keep hold of the ball, and Axelson recovers a Leopard fumble. Harrison Gillen takes the ball from Gillum, and the G-men have nowhere to go in this stiff Leopard D. Dalton Klumsky lays on the ball carrier for the tackle. We can't run it, we'll pass to the corner. Connor Collins in the far corner of the end zone for a Cardinal touchdown. Lacrosse takes this one 42-22. Smoky Hills Public Television Scoreboard Show and the KCAC have teamed up together for the game of the week. On Saturday, we bring you a doubleheader as University of St. Mary hosts Tabor College with kickoff at 1:30 p.m. The second game will start on Saturday at 6 p.m. with the 100th meeting of Kansas Wesleyan and Bethany College. It is going to be huge. You can watch both games on our website, scoreboardshow.tv. And now, here's a look at scores from all over the state. I'm Casey McAvoy. Good night.
Presentation of Scoreboard Show at Smoky Hills Public Television is brought to you in part by an underwriting grant
from Rural Telephone and Nextech, providing the region with telephone, internet, cable television, and wireless phone solutions. Rural Telephone and Nextech proudly support public broadcasting and all ventures dedicated to improving Kansas communities.
Dove Chevrolet, Buick, Cadillac, providing sales, service, and genuine GM parts to the Golden Belt since 1957. Located at 4217 West 10th, right next to Brahms in Great Bend. Come see us.
Week 4 comes to an end, and now Week 5 begins. To find out where we're going to be this week, just follow us on Twitter. If you want to know where we have been, just visit our website where you can catch the shows and other clips. Until next week, we remind you to put on your game face, just make up a sign, or do anything to get the attentions of our cameras, and we just might see you on the Scoreboard Show. For myself, Casey McAvoy, producer Michael Quaid, and everyone at Smoky Hills Public Television, have a good night.